Hi, it's Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead, where today I'm going to show you how I make homemade chicken soup. Now first we're going to go ahead and I'm going to have a saucepan over here on the stove. So let's go ahead and go over here. All right, I put in a little bit of olive oil. I don't know if you can see it in the saucepan running there a little bit. I only cut up 1 clove of garlic. If you want to, you could also add some onion. That is up to you, but I'm going to leave the onion out of mine. I'm just trying to get the garlic a little bit more. You could see it just turning a little bit brown, and I just want to have it more flavorful. All right, looks like the garlic is pretty much browned. I'm going to go ahead and add in some homemade chicken broth. I went down in my basement. All right, let's go down here and look for some chicken broth to make some homemade soup. Okay, here's some that I ended up canning. And if you had chicken stock, you could use chicken stock as well. I'm just going to go ahead and add in 1 pint. Here's the frozen chicken I had, where I just picked off when we fixed a whole chicken, and I have again, it says for soup. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop this in frozen, and I'm going to kind of slowly heat it in there. I've added that frozen chicken. I'm just trying to break it up a little bit, you know, in this chicken broth that we have. Like I said, we're going to kind of cook it until it kind of boils a little bit. That way we'll know the chicken is all warmed through and be no longer frozen. Now, if you wanted to, you could go ahead and thaw your chicken in the microwave. I'm just going to go ahead and do it this way. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of turn up the heat just a little bit because I want to get it a little bit boiling, just so that, like I said, the garlic with the chicken, you know, it can flavor that and, you know, get it to be more cooked in there and not frozen. It's just starting to boil just a little bit. I'm now going to go ahead and add in the other things. Now, I had some leftovers in my refrigerator of some carrots, and I'm going to be adding some carrots, some green beans, and I'm also going to be adding some frozen peas into my soup here. So I'm not going to add in all these carrots. If I wanted to cut them, I could cut them smaller. Again, it's up to you how much you want to add into your soup. But I'm going to go ahead and add in quite a few. I like carrots. Excuse me. I'm kind of battling a little cold, is why I'm making some soup. And I really like it this way with the garlic, you know, everything. It just helps out when you're feeling a little bit under the weather. So here's some green beans that we grew that, like I said, these were just leftovers. And I'm going to go ahead and put some of the leftover beans in there. If you didn't have any leftovers in the refrigerator, you could go ahead and use frozen. That would be okay too. Again, you'll just have to warm it thoroughly. So that's starting to look really, really good there. And we'll go ahead and add some peas in there. And I'll just do a little bit of peas. Get a little bit more out there. Oops, there's a clump. If you wanted to, you could add corn. It's up to you what you want to put in your soup. This just looks really, really yummy. And now I'm going to go ahead and add in some rice. Now I've got the rice here. I actually just microwaved some rice. This is just minute white rice. You can fix this in the microwave or the stovetop. I did mine in the microwave. I used half a cup of rice, and then you use half a cup of water, and I ended up getting, when it was fully cooked, a cup of rice. So if you didn't have rice, you could go ahead and use egg noodles, or you could even use pasta. That would be okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and pour that in there. I'll go ahead and stir that in. I'm also going to put, now you could put in some salt, but I had already, when I cooked my chicken, I had already put salt on it. So I didn't want to over salt. I'm going to go ahead and put in some oregano. If you had parsley, you could put some parsley in. This is just oregano, and I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle some of that in there to give it a little bit more flavor. Again, I don't really measure it. I'm just kind of bringing everything together. And I'm going to go ahead and cook this. I've kind of got it on medium, low. I'm going to kind of boil it a little bit more because, again, we want it to have the flavor throughout the soup. And then I will show you when it's done. Soup is boiling. I'm going to boil it for about 5 minutes so we can get all that flavors in there and make sure that the peas are fully thawed. And then it should be done. Soup is all done. I'll go ahead and take it off and show you what it looks like. The soup is all done. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, please click the button down below. I'll go ahead and get a bowl and we'll go ahead and try the soup. I don't know if you can see it. I had a picture of it up close. Oh, this is hot. Here it is. Looks real chunky, which is how I like it. Like I said, if you want more soup broth, then you can add more and then less of the other stuff. I went ahead and just fried up a grilled cheese sandwich. This has some mozzarella cheese on it. This is my homemade bread. And I'm gonna go ahead and have some soup here. Now, like I said, mine's a little thicker, so there's not that much broth. But like I said, if you want to have more broth, you could go ahead and add more. The chicken broke up nicely in the bowl. I'm just going to try a little bit for right now. And it looks great. And with the sandwich and a glass of milk, hey, I've got a complete meal here. So let's go ahead and try it. It's hot. It has a really good flavor. It's perfect on a day where it's kind of cold out, or of course today it's raining here. I kind of have a little bit of a cold, if you could tell, and that's why I wanted to make some of my chicken soup. But it is delicious. Like I said, you could pair it with either a grilled cheese sandwich, or if you have like another deli sandwich, or even you can pair it with a meal, just a good bowl of soup, or just soup alone. Because, you know, with this chicken, and then you've got the carrots and green beans and the peas, you've got like a complete meal right here. And then you got the starch of the rice. It's good. Well, thank you for watching. This was Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead, and I hope you have a good day.